Hey there, vinyl community. Hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Tom. My channel is High Rant District. And this is a continuation of how I am building my vinyl collection. 2014, the year 2014 was when I started collecting vinyl again. So, I had a lot to pick up. Today I'm going to cover pickups from Record Store Day Black Friday, which I believe is November 28th in 2014. So I'm going to show what I picked up there. I went to Music Millennium in Portland. I really like that place. A lot of knowledgeable people working there. Kind of a funky interior, a couple of different levels. I like the place. Lots of good record shops in Portland. I'm not putting anybody else down, but for Record Store Day, I feel like Music Millennium's the place to go. Almost all of these I got at Music Millennium, and a few I did buy online after the fact. I forget which are which. But let me just get to them. I got 10 records to show, and here we go. First one I'm going to show is 7-inch. The Beatles. Long Tall Sally. It's an EP, 4 songs. I think this was from 1964. Not really sure why I bought this. You know, it said Beatles and it was pricey. But this is from when, 1964. The Beatles are still a cover band, essentially, at that point. We got Long Tall Sally's Not Theirs. Slow Down and Matchbox are also cover songs. I Call Your Name was written by Lennon and McCartney. There's a little better look at the back. And just standard black vinyl. I guess they tried to replicate the Parlophone label. Kind of cool. But it's alright. I mean, it's good sound. It sounds good. It's kind of heavyweight. We'll see. Record Store Day Black Friday, Black Friday. I'm not a Black Friday person. I hate shopping that day in particular. I'm not a fan of shopping, but shopping that day in particular is generally awful. I didn't get in line for Black Friday Record Store Day. I just kind of went, later in the morning after it had been open. There's no line when I went. I was surprised to see the store not that busy. But you're trying to build a record collection, and these Record Store Days, the one in April and this Black Friday one, a lot of stuff that you get, it's not really new releases. It's reissues mostly. And when you're trying to build a record collection, if you can't find a good clean copy of the original version of something, or it's just way out of your price range, these Record Store Days are a great way to go. Next up, since this was end of November and you're getting ready for the holidays, I picked up Joey Ramone, Christmas Spirit in My House. And got some good songs on there. Christmas, Baby Baby Please Come Home. And What a Wonderful World. I really like that song too. Here's the back side and a little close-up of what the songs are. And to be a little bit more festive, I think this is on colored vinyl. It is. Red vinyl. And a nice red vinyl, not a marbly vinyl, but just a nice solid red. Strong color. Next up, Johnny Thunders. It's an EP, 4 songs. What's it called? Real Times. It's 4 previously unreleased songs, so not a reissue, I guess. You have Leave Me Alone, Give Her a Great Big Kiss, Pipeline, and London Boys. There's your song tracks. And the back side, and let's see. I like when they use the poly sleeves in these things. On blue vinyl. Again, a nice solid color. Funny, when I was checking out, when I was cashing out, buying my records there, the cashier you know, an older gen. There's a lot of like music industry older folks that work at Music Millennium that really know their stuff. And I forgot what band he said he was in, but said he was in a band in the '70s, and they were opening for a couple of bands, and Johnny Thunders was one of them, and just really kind of talked about what an idiot to him Johnny Thunders was. So I don't know. What are you gonna say? You know, sometimes you know people are dickheads, but they make good music. What can you do? Buy it or don't. Getting back to the 12-inch songs, 12-inch albums, I got the 1981, 1982 New Order reissue, of course. Everything's Gone Green, which is a great song. Procession, Mesh, Temptation, and Hurt. And it's on clear vinyl. I put it in a sleeve, but it's clear vinyl. I don't really like clear vinyl. I know what my turntable mat looks like. But then, you know, clear vinyl, meh. But then, you know, turn off the lights, fire up, glow in the dark. It's Africa Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force. Planet Rock. The A side is Planet Rock, and the B side is I think the instrumental version. Yeah, bonus beats. Instrumental version on the other side. So if you know how to rap, you know, you can do your own version. You know, that's kind of what they did in the old days. You know, it's, you know, you just had beats, and then people just showed how creative they could be. I'm not creative like that. I can't rap. That's a serious skill for people who can rap well. But, you know, hold it on the light for a while, turn off the lights, put it on the turntable, glow in the dark, kind of neat. And Africa Bambaataa was, you know, really, really a big deal, really influential in the up and coming rap scene in the Bronx. You know, back in the day. Good stuff. Sticking with the rap thing, got the 7-inch. It's 7-inch, but it's got to be bigger. The WuTang Clan. They're 7-inch, supposedly, of Cash Rules Everything Around Me, Cream. And B-side is The Mystery of Chess Boxing. You know, the Wu-Tang logo is the shape of the record, which is kind of cool. I don't know. You know, it's funny because, you know, I love Wu-Tang, but I see their logo, and I think of Batman, and I think this looks like something that came out of Batman's utility belt. And here's the back side, showing what's on there. Cool record. Next up, the Dead Milkmen. Big Lizard in My Backyard. With the classic song Bitchin' Camaro on it. What do we got in here? Rostabilly is good too. Right Wing Pigeons, Dean's Dream, Violent School. Taking Rah-Rah-Rah to the Zoo. Good stuff. Here's a closer look. Good album. They're fun. It's a fun band. It's just a fun listen. And they did this on green vinyl. The Dead Milkmen. Fun times. And to go from fun to kind of like grim and political and what was happening during the day. This is a reissue. M.D.C. Apologies if I offend anybody, but it's music and it's gonna offend people. You know, if I don't know what to tell you. You know, music is gonna be offensive sometimes, but they had a lot to say, a lot of anger back then, which oddly enough still goes on. And let's not go off topic anyway. M.D.C. They call this the Millennium Edition. It's by let's see, who did this? Beer City Skateboards and Records did the reissue. They're out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Milwaukee's interesting to me these days, but for different reasons. I'm not going to go off on a tangent here. But M.D.C, Millions of Dead Cops. It's provocative, punk, thrash, really classic stuff, really strong stuff. If you open up your mind, you want to listen a bit, and you like punk, good stuff on here. The label, man, the things that were going on in just November and December in this country. Oh, and it's on orange vinyl. But I had people coming over, and it was like, yeah, not the most politically correct, label showing on the record player, but here's what the B-side label looks like. So many good cops out there, but man, they get hammered by the actions of the bad ones. And let's get out of grim and back into fun. Got various artists. Christmas rap. Again, this was late November, Black Friday, so wanted to have some Christmas music. It's got the classic. There's a bunch of different artists, but Christmas in Hollis by Run-D.M.C is primarily why I wanted it. Let's see, we got Sweet Tea on there, Dana Dane. Let's see, Surf MCs, Disco 4, Derek B. That's what the backside looks like. Just a fun, happy Christmas record. And on red vinyl. Something about red and Christmas, I don't know. Last one I'm going to show. This is kind of neat to me. It's a reissue of the 1961 debut LP by Roy Orbison. I like old country, and it's really neat listening to stuff like this. Roy Orbison, At the Rock House. Let's see. I Never Knew. Ooby Dooby, Problem Child. It's a Sun Records. I think the label, yeah, it's meant to look like the old Sun Records label. It's more red vinyl. But it's kind of neat, on, as I recall, Record Store Day in April of 2014, they did, or somebody did, Sun Records reissue of Johnny Cash with his Hot and Blue Guitar, which was his debut LP. They pressed it on blue vinyl, and that was really cool too. So I'd like to see that continue. Some real good old country debut LPs for some original old country artists. On the Sun label. It'd be nice to see some more of that. At least another one this Record Store Day. You can't really buy an original copy of those that doesn't sound terrible. For reasonable money. So these reissues are fantastic. That's all I've got. 10 records. Wanted to keep this under 15 minutes, and thank you for watching. I hope everybody had a good Record Store Friday. 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago. My next video, I'm going to be showing a live opening of some VCLT that arrived in the mail today. Today is Saturday, December. It's February 28th. Man, the time is just going by. Some VCLT from one of the sweetest people in the VC, apparently. And you all know who she is. So anyway, I'll show that in the next video. I'll do the next day or 2 or 3 or 4. Just swamped. I'm working on the weekend. It's kind of up to my eyeballs. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.